In the last tutorial, I made this typing text animation that works like this. Here we are animating "Welcome back to Tech Pundit Lab. How are you today?" So in this tutorial, I want to extend this typing text animation to include more animation, better visual effects, and more statements to be made on your website. So in today's tutorial, in order for us to extend the earlier tutorial, this is the demo of what the application looks like today. Need something captivating? Let's animate your hero intro that makes lasting experience. I bring ideas to life. Need something captivating. Now you have a feel of what the tutorial is all about. This is what we'll be building, and this is very simple. It's all about extending what I did in the last tutorial. If you have not watched, you can click on the link up here. Okay, that appears on your screen now to watch the tutorial first. I will equally put the link in the description of this video. Okay, and having said that, let me show you how the code for the previous lesson looks like. This was the component. Okay, this was a basic component that I made in the start of the tutorial. Okay, this component is not a reusable component. So each time you need to use it, we have to kind of add code into the component where it should be used. Let's get into it. I have created another component, typing animation component. This is going to be a reusable component. Okay, this is the bare beginning of it. We need to declare it as a use client because it's a Next.js, and we will be needing some React hooks such as useEffect and useState. So let's import those. These are the two hooks that we will need. After that is done, I will declare some props. Since it is going to be made a reusable, these are the props that we would need, okay, in the component. And by default, we have them as you can see it on the screen. And again, we need to set the state using declaring these state variables as so. Okay, we will need to use effect in this application. I declare the first one. Okay, and this is the second one. So let me flesh up the first use effect. Okay, we are declaring the current message. If we can find any current message, we set them to the default, which is empty string, and the character is of index 0. Okay, then we return whatever that is in. Let's declare a timer. Okay, and this timer variable, we will use it in order to clear out the state depending on how our application is animating. Okay, we are taking the slide state when it is idle. We check through the characters. If the index of the characters is less than the current message length, we'll utilize our set time out, okay, which is inbuilt JavaScript method. Okay, so we'll use it as it is. These are basic JavaScript. So after everything is done there, we then need to clear the timeout. Okay, so that we don't encourage memory leaks. Okay, and these are the keys, okay, that we need to check. We are checking the character index, slide state, current message, typing speed, pause time, and refresh key. Okay, so this should take care of our first use effect, okay, which is used in resetting everything if the message is empty. Okay, and the last part of it is once you finish typing, then start slide out. Okay, where our message or animation is sliding into the view. Okay, so let's go for the second use effect. Here we are stating that if slide state is equal to slide out, what do? We take care of it, declaring the set timeout, storing it against the timer. Okay, we take the next index, we assign the loop into it, and we use ternary operation here to check the message index +1 in terms of percentage messages.length, or the math.mean message index +1. Okay, messages length -1. So we set the message index into we take the index, okay, whatever the index is, the value that has been stored against the next index, then we set our message index into it. These are states. These are the functions that were already declared in our useState, okay, earlier on. Okay, so this is what we need. Then we set slide state into SlideIn. Okay. Then we make use of our return timer. We clear it out. Okay. Then we put in our keys. Okay. Okay. Then what else do we do? Okay. After this, we have not made any return into the UI. Okay. So let's do that. So I'm declaring SlideOutClass. These are the classes, okay, that are utilized based on the current state of our animation. So we declare it as a SlideOutClass, and after that, we make a return. Okay, this is where we are going to return all the activities, what the user sees on the screen. So we are returning the div container there. Okay, so let's flesh out, style it out. Okay, our div container should be the parent container. Okay, let me break it down. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So after this, okay, so the next thing is to put in the header. Okay, so we are checking this condition that if there is header, only that should you render the header into the UI. Okay, and again we are declaring another div container here, and we set the classes as we can find here, and we have to, because these are going to be looped through, so we need to declare to utilize the key, okay, the index, okay, of the text that we are looping through. You are going to see it in action. And again, we set the transition duration, slide duration in milliseconds. And okay, so this is where we print out the text that is being animated. And this is our pause animation, the and, okay, that blinks. Okay, so after that, we then print out the subtitle. If there is subtitle, if it is not empty, we print it out. Okay, and the last thing is we need to put in the button. Okay, then after the button, our refresh button, then let's declare our refresh button. Okay, let's declare it as an arrow function, right? It's going to be an arrow function. What it simply does is it sets everything back to their default state into its default position. We are setting the refresh key, okay, and we set text to empty string, set character index to 0, message index to 0, and set slide state to idle. Okay, so we are making use of it here by using our on-click event handler. Okay, and with this, I think if there is no typo issue, our application should then work. So let's test, let's try it. Let me refresh this page. Okay, it's working. I bring ideas to life. Need something captivating. Let's animate your hero intro that makes lasting experience. So it has started the loop again. So as you can see, this is very easy to use, and the application can be used in your hero section and even other parts of your website. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it cool. Yeah, so this is what our complete component looks like. Okay. We started by declaring the props, and you can tweak these figures, these values, okay, in the way that you want them. Okay. So this is now where on the page where we are utilizing the reusable components that I explained earlier. We are using our messages, okay, and we are assigning this object into the message, okay, and the object again is using this array, okay. So, and these are the text that we are animating, okay, and this is the heading, this is the subtitle. So if you want to use it, since it's a reusable component, you can use it in any part of your application component simply by importing it into that very component and then assign or impute what you want, okay, what the user will see. So this is where we have what we have here, okay. If I can come and just simply remove this, okay, part of the array, and so our application will no longer have that. You see, it will animate through everything except that we have removed. Okay, so this is how you can make use of this application. So let me send it back to it. So this is where we make or utilize our React component, and you can see that we don't have any button shown here, the refresh button. This is because I've set show refresh button to false. If we can set it as true, and this is where we'll have it. Our refresh button is already back there. Okay. Otherwise, in practical sense, there is no need for it. Okay. So I sent it back to this. Okay, but this component can be used in so many ways. You may want to put a call to action button there, so it can still be cool. Okay, and if you don't want to loop through, okay, you don't want a continuous loop, it can be set to pause. It will loop through all the array once and stop. Okay. Otherwise, this is where you make it do what you want to do. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you gain any value from it, don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified on the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.